Hello everybody, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome. It was just the end of the fifth Ramadan, or the fourth, and I'm out in the studio only basically at night now. So good night everybody. Today I'm going to try to make 2 moon jars. I have 2.9 kilos of clay each, and I've never succeeded to make a moon jar before, so I hope now it will, maybe one of these will turn out at least. A moon jar is a round jar with a narrow foot and a little bit wider in the top than the foot, and then round. I think it's originally a Korean pottery, and they're quite nice. I will also maybe try to make a lid for them. So I'll try a new angle here and see if this works. First centering. I have a little bit of grog or chamot in the clay to give it stability. It's recycled clay, and every time you recycle clay you lose a little bit of what's called ball clay, the finer parts of the clay, which makes it less elastic. So I don't know how many times you can reclaim clay without actually adding ball clay into the clay. This clay is probably recycled twice. So now I open it up. And I'm going to trim a foot, so I'm going to leave at least 1.5 or 2 centimeters in the bottom. So I'm going to make a tall cylinder and then make it round in the middle. It's the thought here. Oops, missed there. See if I can save this. I got my thumbnail in the clay here. Since I'm gonna bend it out here, it needs to be enough clay here so it won't get too thin. Now push from the inside, slowly, a little bit at a time. On the outside I'm just holding against it so it won't go too far. At the same time I'm trying to make the walls evenly thick. I'm going to use this rib on the inside. Push it out more. I'm going to use this rib on the outside. Slowly shaping the moon. It's a little wobbly. if I can fix that before I continue. Remember, always have the surface wet when you're going to touch it, otherwise it's going to stick to your fingers and whoops, very wobbly. I don't think I can make this. Yay! It's turning, it's going nuts. It's very wobbly. Let's see if I can save this. I don't know. Usually when it starts wobbling like this, it's usually the clay telling you, no, you didn't do it right. Resort to the old burner again. Try to make it a bit stiffer. See if I can save it. Well, that's the first try. It's a bit wobbly. Well, we'll see how it turns out. I'm going to measure now the opening so I can make a lid for it. Tricky to measure actually, I don't want to touch the clay. 9.1. Make a note of that. Okay, I'm gonna have to burn it a bit more so it's stable enough to remove, because of course I forgot to put a throwing bat, wooden throwing bat underneath. I forgot that. I'm gonna wet the rim a bit, and then I'm gonna put a piece of newspaper here. That will help so that it won't get distorted when I move it. It will create a airtight space here. It's not really a moon, but almost. It's too flat to be a moon. Maybe a moon in another galaxy. So let's make another try. See if that works. course I forgot the wooden bat again. Well, that's life. I got some very hard clay somewhere here. It makes a really big bump inside. Maybe it's an air bubble. I don't know where it is. I'm just making holes everywhere. It got dry there. More water. Now this time, actually the fire is called for, because I don't want it to collapse when I'm trying to make it a bit more rounder. This turned out a little bit better. It's not really round, but it's getting there. And I'm gonna make lids for these two now also. All right, so now we're gonna make lids for these two moon jars. Actually, it's a bit too much clay. All right, so that was throwing two moon jars with lids, and then tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, I will turn these moon jars and the lids to make the lids fit the moon jars, and then I am probably need to do a few more things to fill the oven. We'll see what I do. All right, have a good evening or morning. And take care. Assalamu alaikum.